What's going on? Joey here, and for those who don't know, for the past several months while the war in Ukraine has been going on, Julia, myself, and her sister have been coming here in New Jersey to help make what's called iFaks, which are pretty much emergency kits that the troops can use on the ground. And many people have been asking me, how can you volunteer? How does it work? How do you build them? How do they get shipped over? So I figured today I would go ahead and make a video for you guys and break down the details of it. Not too many details, but enough for you to understand and to give you some information just in case if you're in New York or Pennsylvania, you can come over and help out. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. Currently, I'm outside the MEEST warehouse. MEEST is a Ukrainian shipping company. It's been here in the United States for many, many years. Julie and myself have been using this company to ship for at least the past, I want to say 8-9 years. And so long story short, when we were online trying to figure out what we could do to help, we went to a MEEST to drop off some actually baby formula at that time to donate. And we found out that they had an organization, a partnership with another organization called Razom for Ukraine, which is together with Ukraine. And we found out that they were fundraising money and getting money together to send over to Ukraine. And we helped with other organizations like that walk we did in Wildwood that donated money to this organization. And we found that, hey, you can actually volunteer and help build these kits. So since I would say the first week of April or maybe the last week of March, we've been coming here at least once or twice a week to help build these kits. Now, without giving the address away, I do have to say it's exit 12 on the turnpike. So if you are thinking about coming here, think about that where you're located. I mean, we have people who drive down from Connecticut. We have people who's helping who lives in different states across the entire U.S. helping with spreadsheets and things like that. We also have people in Lancaster who drive over as well. But long story short, it's in an area that's actually fairly easy to get to. Where I'm from, it's about a 40-minute drive each way with no traffic. Sometimes you can get here maybe in 32 if you're doing like 100. But anyway, we got involved and we've been here for such a long time. I'm actually a coordinator now. And it really is amazing to know that there's an organization here in the States that is doing something for Ukraine. There's not many of them right now, and the U.S. still kind of active like this one. And Razom has actually been around for a while now. It's been around since 2014, where unfortunately Crimea was taken and the revolution took place. But over the past few months, it's gotten a big name online. It's done a lot of events and things like this. So anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's get inside and pack some of these bags. We try to do about 1,800 every day, and it's two different shifts from about like 9 o'clock in the morning or until 5 today. Because I'm the coordinator, we're staying to 6:30 because, come on, that's an hour and a half extra plus. Just think of logistics, and I figured if we leave here at 5, I hit rush hour traffic, which means it takes me an hour and a half versus 40 minutes. I could just stay here for a little bit more time, and I won't be in traffic as long. Anyway, let's go inside. So now there's only so much I can share with you guys since this is a private building and its own company, but I can share with you all the things that we are doing for Ukraine. So we've many different things that we're actually packaging up, most of which are iFaks, which we're actually making right now, and you can see 2 pallets behind me. Each box is 15 boxes, and there's 35 in each of them. That's what, 523 at the top of my head? Today so far we have finished 2, actually finishing a 3rd one now, which I'll show you in a moment. On top of all of this, Razom does a ton of other stuff. The other day we had medical beds here. We have all this equipment back here, and this will all get sent over to Ukraine to help on the war front. Now let me share with you the actual operation of packing these iFaks. They come to us in these massive green boxes, 100 of them in here. They're completely empty. We have to take them out of their packaging and package it with a bunch of stuff. This is how the box looks, and when we open it up, you'll see all of these bags in here. They're individually wrapped, and we have to unzip them. And you can kind of see what it looks like here as you unzip it and you take them out. Now opening them is a little bit of a trick. You have to pull on both edges so that it looks like this. And you can see it's a very thin bag that we have to put a lot of stuff into. So let me kind of briefly show you what we're putting inside these bags. We're gonna grab one of these 6-inch pressure bandages, and then one of these 6-inch ones, along with this combat gauze. and we're going to place them in the pocket right back here. The goal is to make it as flat as possible, so you can see 6 inch, 6 inch, and then the other gauze down. Next, we have to grab one of these, a chest shield, and then a big bandage, and they're going to go in this back pocket, and this lays flat inside. Next, we'll get a triangle bandage, which looks like this. And now it's not in the shape as a triangle, at least when we have it. And that goes on top of here inside. And here you can see what it looks like. And these ones are actually all packed up to this point, up to here. Next, we're gonna grab 2 tourniquets. These ones have been tested on the battlefield. They're gonna slide into these pockets right here. You can see how they sit. And as I said before, the flatter the better. You can see how flat it is. But next, the things are gonna get a little bit difficult because we're gonna add in a lot more. These 2 compressed gauzes are gonna go in this pocket with a glove and one of these blankets. Here you can see it's still flat, 2 in 1. Next, we're gonna add in 2 gauzes. This one here, and then one of these guys. This is gonna sit here, and this one on top. And to finish it off, we're gonna add in a marker and then scissors. So 1 here and 1 on the other side. Now we close it up. It's a little hard because there's a lot in there, but the goal is to make it as flat as possible. Zip 1, zip another, and there you guys go. It's done. And once we get to that point, we put them in these Amazon boxes, and then I have to make some boxes, stack them up, label them, and then these ones are going on a ship, which is going to take, gosh, probably a month. It's got customs. It normally takes about a month and a half to 2 months sometimes to get these on the front line. And that's a whole nother thing we'll talk about in a moment. But right now, let me get these in boxes. Woo! And just like that, we are done for the day. You can see everyone already left. We fulfilled 5, I think it was 1,618 bags. That's a lot. It used to only be 12. We try to tend to get to 2,000 every single day. Today was a little bit slower just because we started running out of stuff, which is why we need your support. If you haven't donated to Razom, you should. Every single dollar helps. It gets us more stuff over to the Ukrainian army. Today we knocked out 3 pallets. Those ones I showed you earlier. And we got 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, this is it. If you want to volunteer, please send me a message. I'll be glad to hook you guys up to come here, help out even if it's for a few hours. We got 2 shifts and we're about 3 or 4 days a week. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And Slava Ukraini.